All right, it's time for What to Expect February edition. Hi, everybody. Kevin O'Neill from Storm Team 2. If you don't like winter weather, well, you're living in the wrong area. But if your biggest goal is to get past the winter, I get it. Well, you'll be happy to know now that we're in February, we are past statistically, our two snowiest months. We're past our coldest months. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay, for winter. So over the course of February, we gain 5 degrees. I mean this, our average high on the first of the month is 31 degrees. By the end of the month, we'll be averaging around 36 or so. So statistically, we gain 5 degrees. We also gain 72 minutes of daylight. You will really notice. And, in January, we chip away at the darkness. But as we get closer to the equinox, we gain a little bit more in daylight every day. So over the course of the month, we will the sunrise will become 36 minutes earlier, and the sunset will be 36 minutes later by the time we get to the end of February. And our average snow is 1.5 feet. No big deal. Okay, this map. Areas of red are areas with below average snow this season. Areas of blue are areas with above average snow this season. And for geographically, this is Western New York right here. So geographically, most of Western New York area has been below average in the snow department, but demographically, population-wise, I would say a majority of 50%, a majority of Western New Yorkers have had above average snow. Those are a couple colossal events and another lake effect event that was in the middle of December, and also our friends Watertown area as well with above average snow. So you look at the statistics real fast. Rochester here, Binghamton here, Syracuse is about here, Albany right about here. So look at the overall seasonal snow, and the Buffalo way above the other areas. Look at this. This is quite anomalous, if you will. Rochester with about 95 inches less snow than Buffalo. That is remarkable. Here we go with what to expect today. No snow today for Buffalo. Maybe a coating in some spots for the next 24 hours. No big snows are in the 7-day forecast. Mostly cloudy today. I think the biggest story will be the wind, gusting up to 45 miles per hour throughout much of our area. 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts, a little bit lower in some spots you will see coming up. I do have a wind future look coming up. Notice the rain. Briefly, though, some brief rain showers, maybe some wintry mix in there, but nothing consequential. And maybe a flash, maybe a coating of snow for southern Erie County and across the Chautauqua Ridge tonight. Tomorrow's a day with mostly cloudy skies in the beginning of the day and becoming partly cloudy, perhaps even mostly sunny by the end of the day on Monday. Tuesday is going to resemble today because it's going to be cloudier, it's going to be breezier, and not a rainy day, but a day with some passing showers moving through on Tuesday, okay? And you'll see sort of on again, off again showers when I get to the 7-day forecast. Forecast wind gusts, miles per hour is our unit here, and you will see higher numbers here because the wind from the southwest can move. Obviously there are no trees, no buildings, no mountains, so the wind can sort of move unimpeded over the lake and really slam into Buffalo and the burbs. Meanwhile, lower numbers for areas south. So you may have seen like numbers in the 40s, so 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, maybe 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts for the northern half of Erie County, including Buffalo, but closer to 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts or so for the southern tier. The wind does die down tonight, and light winds expected for tomorrow. So again, mostly cloudy, peak gusts between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. today. A passing shower, but dry for much of the day today, higher on 43 degrees. Still breezy in the afternoon. Some areas of wintry mix, a coating at the most in some hilltops. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy to start. Partly cloudy, so fair skies, sunglasses probably for the afternoon commute tomorrow. Notice the light winds. This is a nice February day, okay? This is a nice February, especially early February. Starry skies Monday night. On again, off again rain. Rain, dry, and wintry mix. The biggest differences would be, I did use once we get to, for me, it's 40-mile-an-hour winds. So I used the wind icon because wind gusts will exceed 40 miles per hour for 3 out of the 4 zones. The southern tier, your wind gusts will be below 40 mile an hour, so you're going to be more 30 to 35 mile an hour. You're going to get some rain later on today. Maybe some wintry mix in there, but a coating perhaps in spots. And again, you'll see some symmetry certainly from zone to zone. Later on in the week, I think of a wintry mix event. And perhaps all snow for the southern tier. As of now, it looks like no big deal for next weekend.